Hello and welcome back to another Hunger Games simulator video. Now before we get into the theme and everything, let me just first say that, as we all know, if you look at your calendar, we are in October. So it is basically Halloween month or spooky month. I have a plan for what my next few videos are probably going to be. Two of them are going to be Hunger Games, right? So one of them is this one, and the other one's going to be, I'm pretty sure, an SCP Foundation Hunger Games. So yeah, so I was going to say, comment down below any suggestions you have for that, any suggestions for SCPs you want to see in it, because I really don't know much about SCPs. I've already gotten a few suggestions and a few recommendations of characters to put into the simulation, but I'd still like to hear some more. Just comment down below if you have any ideas of SCPs. Of course, this theme is another spooky theme, and that is Halloween or horror movie villains or horror villains. I'm not sure, whatever the title says. Basically people like Freddy Krueger, like all the serial killers, or like all these creatures things from these classic Halloween movies or horror movies. I guess they're not all Halloween movies. I also asked for suggestions for this one, and I got a lot of suggestions, and I'll put them up on screen right now. All the people who suggested characters to be in this, and some of them have made it into here because of those people right now. So let's just get into the contestants. So in District 1, there is Freddy Krueger, and he was actually in a previous Hunger Games, which I didn't even know. I forgot. And then I realized, oh wait, he was in my Supervillains Hunger Games number 2. He didn't do very good though. He got like 22nd?
Correct!
It seems like he'd be OP though. He has the power of like going through dreams and then murdering people. Then also in District 1 there is Michael Myers, and he's classic basic serial killer. He has like the mask on. He got a knife. In District 2 there is Jason Voorhees. He's basically just Michael Myers. But different drip. Then District 2 there is also It, and I know his name is Pennywise. I just thought it would be funnier if I just put him as It. I feel like he's gonna be pretty strong. He's not classic serial killer. He's a freaking demon looking thing. He like shapeshifts. He does take the L. In District 3 there is Ghostface from the movie Scream. And spoiler alert, if you haven't seen that movie, by the way, Ghostface is actually Shaggy. Then also in District 3 there is Pinhead, which is the worst one here. I hate him so much. And you know why though? You know the reason to why I hate him? It's because he replaced Springtrap in Dead by Daylight. Because Springtrap could have gone in it, but instead it was Pinhead. Who wants Pinhead? Look at him, he looks stupid. Then in District 4 there is Chucky. Definitely the weakest one here. He's literally a doll. And also in District 4 there is Hannibal Lecter. In District 5 there is Leatherface. Don't know much about Leatherface. All I know is he has a chainsaw and he wears leather on his face. Then also in District 5 there is Jigsaw. I think his name, or the name of the doll, at least, it's like Billy or something. I'm not calling him Billy. If you look up Jigsaw, this puppet pops up, okay? So I'm naming him Jigsaw. In District 6 there's Alien and Predator. Of course, you put them in the same district, as Alien versus Predator. And yeah, I guess, they're from Fortnite. Then District 7 there is Slender Man.
Oh, I see. That was him! Wait.
He was actually in my Creepypasta Hunger Games. And he didn't do very good, I don't think.
Correct!
Of course, the reason he's in this is because there's a movie called Slender Man. Then also District 7 there is Jaws, or I think his name is Bruce. But I don't know, did they ever call him Bruce in the movie? I don't even know if that picture is Jaws. That could easily just be a shark. Then District 8 there's Nosferatu, the guy from SpongeBob.
Wait! If that was you on the phone and you on the bus, then who was flickering the lights?
He was once such probably a famous horror guy, right? He was up there with Dracula and stuff like that. But then over time he's just become less scary, so unscary that he showed up in a SpongeBob episode. Then also in District 8 there is Godzilla.
Randy Orton slithering. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
He was also in a previous Hunger Games. He was in my Godzilla Hunger Games, and he also did not do good. Everyone who's been returning in this Hunger Games from previous Hunger Games have not been good, apparently. Then in District 9 there is Gremlin, or actually, wait, isn't his name Gizmo? Wait. Screw it. I don't care. I'm not changing it now. He's voiced by Harry Mandel. How could I not add him in this? Then also in District 9, we have our final kind of contestant that's returning, from our previous Hunger Games. Except this time, he actually did good, and that's Candyman. And I know he doesn't look exactly how you may think Candyman would look, right? So Candyman, obviously, is a new movie that just came out based on it. What the hell is this? Give us a King K. Roller theme. You know what? I'll think about it. Anyways, like I was saying, Candyman obviously is a new movie that just came out based on an older movie, and but I'm not going the simple route. I'm adding Candyman from Doctor Who, and he was in the Doctor Who Hunger Games, and he actually did good. He got like 6th place.
Not correct!
Anyways, in District 10, there's Norman Bates from the movie Psycho. He doesn't even have drip. In District 10, there is Jack Torrance. I just think, oh yeah, his name is Johnny.
Here.
The District 11, there is The Exorcist. Also, in District 11, there is Samara Morgan. It's like, oh, you watch this movie, I don't know, this thing comes to kill you. District 12, there is Annabelle. Basically Chucky, but I think scarier. It's still just a doll, right? It's still like, oh, it's just throw it down the stairs or something. But it looks creepier than Chucky. Like, Chucky looks stupid. Then our final contestant, Happy Death Day, baby. The freaking killer from Happy Death Day. I don't know. Anyways, those are the contestants. Comment down below who you think is going to win. Let's just proceed now. As a tribute standing on the podium, the horn sounds. Leatherface kills Johnny for his supplies. Okay, well. Samara Morgan runs away from the cornucopia. Michael Myers takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Gremlin grabs a jar of fishing bait while Ghostface gets fishing gear. This is a weird team. Freddy Krueger runs away from the cornucopia. Chucky strangles Alien with a rope. How? It's Chucky! It's how? Exorcist runs away from the cornucopia. Annabelle grabs a sword. Godzilla grabs a shovel. What are you gonna dig with that? Like, I'm assuming it's a normal size shovel. It runs away from the cornucopia. Norman Bates runs away from the cornucopia. Hannibal Lecter runs away from the cornucopia. Slenderman runs away with a lighter and some rope. Jason Voorhees kills Jigsaw for his supplies! I wanted to see him set up a trap. Happy Death Day Baby breaks Pinhead's nose for a basket of bread. Yes, get wrecked, Pinhead. How do you feel? You just got wrecked by a Happy Death Day Baby. You're even lower than frickin' Nosferatu, and he was in a SpongeBob episode. Actually, no, so was Pinhead.
Who you calling Pinhead?
Candyman, Nosferatu, Predator, and Jaws share everything together before running. Samara Morgan, Hannibal Lecter, Leatherface, and Norman Bates hunt for other tributes. Godzilla defeats Chucky in a fight, but spares his life. You know, compared to a human, I would think Chucky would get wrecked. But compared to Godzilla, Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and Annabelle track down and kill Gremlin Howie Mandel. No. Pinhead discovers a river. Why don't you fall in it and die? Happy Death Day Baby tries to sleep through the entire day. Freddy Krueger will in fact murder you then. Predator catches Jaws off guard and kills him. Who wanted Predator versus Alien? That's like wrong. I want Predator versus Jaws shark. Jason Voorhees receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor. Ghostface overhears Nosferatu and It talking in the distance. Maybe It's giving Nosferatu some prep talk, how to become scary again. Slenderman steals from Candyman while he isn't looking. The Exorcist is pricked by thorns while picking berries. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Johnny, Alien, Jigsaw, Gremlin, and Jaws. Happy Death Day Baby tends to Leatherface's wounds. But Jason Voorhees bashes Ghostface's head in with a mace.
Like Zoink Scoob!
Candyman loses sight of where he is. Godzilla defeats Slenderman in a fight, but spares his life. I realize now how good Godzilla is in this. Like, who could kill Godzilla? Annabelle convinces Norman Bates to snuggle with her. What is this? What is going on? Freddy Krueger, It, The Exorcist, Chucky, and Michael Myers sleep in shifts, and Predators are woken by nightmares. Was Freddy Krueger there? The Exorcist tends to Godzilla's wounds. Jason Voorhees makes a slingshot. Happy Death Day Baby steals from Pinhead while he isn't looking. Norman Bates defeats Annabelle in a fight, but spares her life. Yes, so wait, what's happening? So they went from snuggling, to they went to murdering each other, to they went to sparing each other? Candyman stalks Slenderman, both the man, Captain Man. Samara Morgan, Chucky, Nosferatu, and Freddy Krueger track down and kill Michael Myers.
I hope you die in the fight!
2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance, Ghostface and Michael Myers. Happy Death Day Baby stays awake all night, doesn't want to get killed by Freddy Fazbear. Slenderman tries to treat his infection. Slenderman's actually doing really good this time. I'm surprised he's doing better here than he did in his own creepypasta with Hunger Games. Candyman screams for help. I don't blame him. Imagine like being just made out of candy and then just like started getting freaking pounced by like 20 different serial killer thing. You see frickin' Pennywise in the distance doing Take the L. Norman Bates begs for Freddy Krueger to kill him, but he refuses, keeping Norman Bates alive. The Exorcist receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Is it holy water? Samara Morgan and Godzilla fight Nosferatu and Chucky. Samara Morgan and Godzilla survive. That is perfectly understandable. Godzilla's OP, by the way. He's also doing a lot better than last time. Leatherface stays awake all night. And Pinhead receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Pinhead, why are you still alive? Godzilla shoots an arrow at Samara Morgan, but misses and kills Jason Voorhees instead. So Godzilla just worked with Samara Morgan together to kill, Chucky and Nosferatu. And he's like, you know what, not screw it, now I'm killing you. I'm killing my own teammate right now. And then just completely misses and then rip Jason.
Please welcome Jason.
Freddy Krueger ambushes Norman Bates and kills him. Okay, so now I guess Freddy Krueger regrets his decision of keeping him alive. Happy Death Day's baby's trap kills Leatherface. See, that should have been Jigsaw in his position. Why did Happy Death Day baby make a trap? Hannibal Lecter, Candyman, Slenderman, and the Exorcist hunt for other tributes. 5 cannon shots may heard in the distance. Nosferatu, Chucky, Jason Voorhees, Norman Bates, and Leatherface. Hannibal Lecter stabs the Exorcist with a tree branch.
Run.
As I walk through the valley.
Samara Morgan and Godzilla tell stories about themselves to each other. And can Samara Morgan understand Godzilla? Is Godzilla speaking English for some reason like he did in that one movie?
Something funny going on.
Pinhead convinces Predator to snuggle with him. Predator kill Pinhead. Candyman and It tell stories about themselves to each other. Candyman is doing pretty good. Happy Death Day Baby sets an explosive off, killing Slenderman and Freddy Krueger. Happy Death Day Baby with another kind of trap type thing. What is going on? Is Happy Death Day Baby Saw the entire time? Hold on. Jigsaw died earlier, right? But that was just a puppet. Like, it wasn't real. It's not a real puppet. It's just what the murderer uses. So what if the murderer has been here the entire time, disguised as Happy Death Day Baby? I think I'm finding the lore. The cornucopias replenish with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's family. Hannibal Lecter bashes Pinhead's head against a rock several times.
Woo! Yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for.
I'm assuming the rock's also dead. Like, do you see Pinhead's head? Rip the rock. Happy Death Day Baby decides not to go to the feast. Predator decides not to go to the feast. Godzilla sets Annabelle on fire with a Molotov. I cannot see Godzilla in any fear right now. Candyman ambushes it and kills him. Candyman is gangsta. How?
A headless boy. Imposter!
Samara Morgan decides not to go to the feast. Godzilla pushes Hannibal Lecter off a cliff during a knife fight. Godzilla is just killing everyone. Hannibal Lecter, why'd you try to stab Godzilla? What did you think that would do? And Candyman kills Samara Morgan as she tries to run.
This is my come. This is my come.
Candyman and Godzilla, I think, are the two most likely to win this so far. The Predator begs Happy Death Day Baby to kill him. He refuses, keeping Predator alive. 8 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The Exorcist, Slenderman, Freddy Krueger, Pinhead, Annabelle, It, Hannibal Lecter, and Samara Morgan. Candyman kills Predator as he tries to run. Why is Candyman actually good? You know what? I think Candyman killed the doctor. I don't know who killed Candyman. I'm trying to think. And then Godzilla shoots an arrow into Happy Death Day Baby's head. So remember how I said the 2 highest likely contestants to win is Godzilla and Candyman? Also, I guess Godzilla got better at his aiming. He didn't miss this time. And Godzilla stabs Candyman while his back is turned. So Godzilla killed Candyman. Honestly, kind of unfair. Compared to everyone else. Who's gonna freaking beat Godzilla? Candyman had good effort, though. I'm surprised he killed so much people. Maybe next Doctor Horror Games, I'll bring him back. But the winner is Godzilla from District 8. So, Godzilla, congratulations. I'm surprised he did this much better, though, than his previous one. So let's look at all the placements. So, Godzilla 7 kills. Okay, that's pretty good. And Candyman with 3 kills. Look at 2 kills. How? But anyways, that is it for this Hunger Games simulation. I hope you enjoyed this epic horror movie, horror villains, horror whatever I'm going to call it, Hunger Games. Make sure to comment down below if you'd like to see a sequel to this at some point, and what other characters you'd like to see. And also comment down below, of course, characters for the SCP Foundation Hunger Games. I want to know some of those people. But anyways, that is it for this video. Godzilla is your winner, and goodbye.